Chat! YouTube, it's Deck Tech time. This time for a little bit of Respect the Cast Esper list that won the challenge. We got 4 copies of Ephemerate to go with our 4 Solitudes, our Flickerwisps, our Aven Interrupters, our Witch Enchanters, whatever we want to blink. Also pretty good with Emperor Bones, so you can reset the Emperor Bones as well. 4 Fatal Push for early removal, 4 Thoughtseize for hand disruption, Phelia to blink our Riddlers and our Balemurks, Emperor Bones to return the Balemurks. You could also return Riddler, but it's not as good. 1 copy of Aven Interrupter. Normally you'd have this as a tutor target for the builds that were playing the Recruiter of the Guard, but instead we're just playing as a 1 of that we can find naturally. You can find it off the Overlord of the Balemurk as well. Flickerwisp for flickering the Balemurk, not very good with the Riddler, sadly. 1 copy of Teferi for the Mirror, I'm guessing mostly. The 4 Witch Enchanters for MDFC, and we talked about all these already. Mana base wise, 1 Meticulous Archive, 1 Shadowy Backstreet, no blue-black Surveil, just the 2 Surveils. And then we got the Boggart Bog, and 4 copies of Witch Enchanter. Sideboard, a couple copies of High Noon for Storm and for Prowess, 1 White Orchid Phantom for the greedy mana bases, a couple copies of Clarion Conqueror for Broodscale or Yawgmoth, Samwise, whatever creature combo decks are around. 1 Prismatic Ending for unconditional removal, Wrath Disguise for energy, or Urza Saga decks in general. 4 copies of Consign for Eldrazi, and then a couple copies of Damping Sphere for more anti-storm hate. Let's give it a shot. That's alright. Don't really want a second Riddler because I need blue mana. Is this the best deck in Modern? We're about to find out. I don't think so. I'm playing against Kahira. Blue mana's fake. Yeah, trying to squeeze in Ugin to Broodscale is a little tough because you can't cast it off of Eldrazi Temple, so you have to play like Ugin's Lab, or you have to have a Kozilek's Command. Kind of a big ass to cast Ugin. Well, they're holding up a counterspell. Do I want to run the Riddler out anyways? Why not? Yeah, I think Ugin's Lab's also kind of inconsistent in the deck, though. So, on very many targets, you have like 2 Emrakul's, 4 Devourer, and like maybe 2 or 3 Ugin. I tested like a red-green build that was playing both Mycospawn and Chrysalis. I did not like that build at all. Not gonna lie, I thought that was an Undercity Sewers for a second. I was like, why didn't I get my Surveil? Bog Champ. No, I don't want to play Riddler into Counterspell. I think the Riddler's too valuable, especially since I have an Ephemerate in my hand. I think I'm gonna get Verdicted, maybe. Actual factual Supreme Verdict. Snot Sneeze. See how scary their hand is. Force Negation, Pitching Days Undoing. Right. Well, my cards. All my cards are gone. But all their cards are also gone. Let's make a 2/2 here. Could also Surveil instead. I'm just gonna try to get him dead. Yeah, I wonder if I was supposed to maybe just let the Riddler draw resolve and then Ephemerate. I don't know. I think the same thing happens regardless. You not. Which isn't even very good for me. Flickerwisp down. Modern. It is a modern professional tour. Balemurk. Kicked chant. I have decision paralysis. Well, I should probably start with Thoughtseize. Spell Snare, Supreme Verdict, Teferi, Subtlety. This is Necro. That is correct. It's not Necro. Esper. Yeah, Teferi's kind of a pain in the ass. So is the Supreme Verdict. So is the Subtlety. So is both of the Spell Snares. We gotta snag that Teferi. Go get him, Aven Interrupter. I think I cast Emperor Bones, and then I let them Spell Snare, and I just pick it back up with Overlord. Really? That's surprising. I'm just gonna put it on top. I could Ephemerate the bird, but it's kind of pointless. Ephemerate the bird doesn't really do anything for me. Plus their Subtlety in exile, then they can Wrath and then cast Subtlety afterwards. Puts one card on top. Yeah, they love pitch casting. Oh shit, should I plot my own Overlord? What happens if I plot my own Overlord? I can just get to cast it for free next turn after they Wrath. Yeah, let's plot the counterspell. It's funny though. I think we just take Emperor Bones. We're not gonna return this out. Well, no, we're not gonna return this. So if I return this, then they Wrath. I guess I got Emperor Bones, but then it's kind of gets blown up by whatever. I don't think I put the Overlord into play. Because next turn I get to go Emperor Bones, pick Phelia, and then Phelia Overlord. Post Wrath. That seems to be the best line, I think. Oh, hi, Phelia. Select Phelia. Phelia, target Overlord. And we're going to return Aven Interrupter so we don't get swept again. The Aven Interrupter like lit up before it let me choose the card. I got really confused. It's cool. Alright. Hardcore control. I don't want Fatal Push. Let's take White Orchid Phantom. Do you think High Noon would hurt me? Probably, right? Just take these. I could also take Consign to Memory, maybe. Stop a Solitude trigger. Stop a Subtlety trigger. Might be better than the Pending, but I guess Pending is a pretty good answer to Teferi. That's true. It's not real and probably can't hurt me. Bins a Days Undoing. Apparently, it really can't hurt me. Opponent does not like card advantage. I said card advantage, no thank you. I guess they're just gonna cast another Days Undoing is their plan. No. No, no, it was not. I think that only makes sense for them to pitch cast this if they're gonna cast Days Undoing. Go get him Clarion Conqueror. Alright, they scoop to a Clarion Conqueror. Excellent. Just like we drew it up. Yeah, that's like the last thing you're supposed to do as a control deck is like pitch cast as many spells as possible as fast as possible. Just run out of cards and then that's that. That looks reasonable. Yeah, Days Undoing won us the first game, and then I don't know. I think our opponent pitch casting super aggressively won us both games. One mana Hymn to Torak was pretty nice. Devour. Okay, this is the matchup I'm scared of, so super curious to see how this plays out. Chalice the Void, Devourer, Devourer, Sire of the Seven Deaths. Can't beat this card. Their hand's kind of cracked, though. I just don't understand why I keep falling behind on resources. I think they topped an Expedition map, or they just topped Natural Tron. Well, we're going to put the Sire of the Seven Deaths under this Emperor Bones. Grab Hallowed Fountain. And then we Ephemerate it back onto our side, right? No. The disrespect for our own life total. We don't need a life total. I think I pick up the Riddler. No Sire for me. Tron for them. Chalice on one. Okay. Wait, you're telling me they devoured away an Expedition map and they didn't have Tron on 3 or even a land drop on turn 3? That's actually unhinged. Hmm. I could take the Witch Enchanter and just blow up this Chalice so I can unlock my Ephemerate. Bonk. Mind Stone. I'll leave that on top. Hold control. Cast the Riddler. Trigger on the stack. Tap a little bit better. Ephemerate the Riddler. Thoughtseize. Devour, Karn, Thought-Knots here. Take the Karn. I'm gonna play the land drop for turn. I tried to double spell. Or double land drop, rather. And I do it again. They top deck draw. We're in for a world of hurt. I can take a Solitude. This sucks. Take the Solitude. We'll take their Dismember. We say go. I'm gonna kill the one with Solitude. I think the Mind Stone's probably a bigger threat. Yeah. Put an Emperor Bones under the Emperor Bones. They're gonna TKS, probably. Draws a card with the Mind Stone first. Add another tower. Oh, good. I flash in Phelia. So I need to find a Solitude. So if I flash in Phelia and I block Overlord Phelia, they kill the Overlord. I return the Overlord with Emperor Bones. I flash in another Phelia. Also, Phelia, just block play Phelia, but I think I want to take this off the table. So also give me an extra Overlord trigger. Yeah, I think the play is double blocking here. No, I want this in the graveyard so I could take it with Emperor Bones. And then I can blink it with Phelia, and I give myself more looks at Solitude, right? Oh wow, they didn't kill Overlord. Okay. So, beginning of combat, we're going to take the Devourer. Blink the Overlord. Solitude. Flickerwisp. You have lethal on board with no interaction. 4-10. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Do I ever want to fatal push my own Phelia now that we're in this spot? Probably can't afford to. Yeah, I did have lethal. So I need to go up 2 mana. And now that we're in this spot, things get a little interesting. Maybe I actually want to hold this Flickerwisp in my hand. I need a white card anyways. think I messed this up pretty badly. Alright, well, we missed on everything we ever wanted, sadly. No Solitudes. Menace, Trample, First Strike. If I chuck everything in front of this Sire, does it die? 4, 10, 17, it would die. But I also lose the majority of my board. How do I feel about just chump blocking instead? I have to chump block with 2 creatures. Not another good either. Should left up another black mana also. Does have trample. Yeah, I know I tap poorly. I know. Did you cause Lexi, man? Alright, I think we punted that one. But in my defense, our opponent counter punted first. They counter punted by not even keeping the expedition map on top. I say Aven Interrupter's fine. Teferi not that good. I mean, I just tunnel vision, right? I like tunnel vision and find the Solitude instead of realizing that I had lethal. It happens. Probably could have. Bones is kind of nice. Maybe 2 Riddlers out. Don't really want to cut a Phelia either. Drop 2 Solitudes. I kind of like 4th Dog though. It's alright, we'll win the next 2. No problem. Our opponent did try pretty hard to give us that game though. And sadly we said, nah, you can have it. Nah, actually it's yours. That's magic. Now we get to put him through the ringer of White Orchid Phantom. I don't know how many basics they play. I think they play like a singleton basic only. I Oops. Swamp. Think they dismember? No. Start by attacking him. I think we just Flickerwisp. Because if they kill this, I could return it with the Overlord and still cast it the next turn. I think we just Flickerwisp the homie. I should have got another black source. Should have gotten a Godless Shrine. Dismember. So I kind of figured that they had Dismember. Not that big of a deal unless they have Thought Knots here also. Oh, daggers. Okay. It's a lot of graveyard hate. No, I don't think it was right to Overlord. Because if we are playing around Dismember, then the Overlord, if they inevitably do dismember the White Orchid Phantom, we could just pick it back up with the Overlord because we only have 1 copy of this card in our deck. So I think it's like pretty valuable to protect it. But they have 2 pieces of graveyard hate for some reason. So we're going to have to pop 1 or 2 pieces of graveyard hate. Question is, do I want to Ephemerate the Flickerwisp to return this Overlord? I could also Ephemerate. If I go to crack this map, I could Ephemerate the Flickerwisp at end step. Get rid of that Ugin Lab or the thing underneath the Ugin Lab if they tap it. Let's go to end step, see what they do. Doesn't crack the map. Does they have Kozilek's command? Super interesting that they didn't crack the map. Oh, we're just gonna keep beating down, I guess. Another Ugin's Lab. What giant thing do you have for me? Is it an Ugin? It is an Ugin. Might be able to kill them here. That's if they have no other spell to cast. They have another spell to cast. I guess if they also gain life, you go up to 12. 3, 6, 11. Could only do 11 damage, so now they go up to 13. Yeah. We can't kill them. Or can we? I guess if they 0 and then they cast another spell targeting Flickerwisp, then I could Ephemerate the Flickerwisp, flipping the Boggart Bog. Assuming I don't hit Emperor Bones. Do I want to flip the Bog face up? Probably not, right? Because I instead want this to come down, and then we'll see if we can find Emperor Bones. We found a Clarion Conqueror and a Phelia. If we flash in the Phelia, I think we're supposed to Ephemerate our Overlord as well. It's a lot of Phelias. Miss Lethal. 3, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I'd have to evoke Solitude, huh? Yeah, I would have had to pitch Solitude and Ephemerate it for lethal. I want Riddler. Not really. Well, now that we're here, what do we do? What do we do? Just killing Ugin. Put him to 3, play Conqueror. Don't like that line. If I hit Emperor Bones now, not lethal. I can take him off of both Ugin's labs. A tough game. This isn't gonna kill the Ugin. Oh, now it's gonna kill the Ugin. It's a very good top deck. 4, 9, 11, 12. Well, had I known that's what I was drawing, things would have gone different, but, you know. Aven Interrupter. Get rid of the temple. Yeah, I've been missing lethal a lot. This deck is not very easy sometimes. Tricky lines show up. I'm on Team Flex Slide Diamond for the PT. This is probably fine. They're on 4 lands and we have a stacked hand. Okay, yay. Play like shit to win anyways. Yay. Some of these lines are kind of hard to find. But yeah, I guess if I wanted lethal, I would have had to wait for the Overlord to come down, and then once the Overlord comes down, I pick up the Phelia, flash in the Phelia, and then I pitch Solitude, Ephemerate the Solitude, and then that's 13 exactly. Needs to be on Team Twitch chat. I don't know, the last time I listened to Twitch chat, when I was playing Neoform, they said, oh, just win, Dingo. What are you doing? Just win. And then, boom, guess what happens? I'm 1 short off of lethal when I go for the just win line. Brick, David the 5. Is this from Megatron? Just win, Dingo. It's easy. Respect the cat. Should I keep this hand? I'm going to keep this hand. Have you tried just winning, Mr. Streamer? Yeah, go tutor up engineered explosives to get rid of the stony silence. Oh, thanks, thanks, Twitch chat. Ah! Got to your top deck. I'm gonna play so I don't get Thoughtseize. Wet ball. Let there be cake. Bottom 2. Yeah, it goes like man, so bro. Excuse me, broken. Almost died just then. The best part about playing Vintage Cube is not having to play against that card. Must be nice. I can't believe that happened the other day still. Yesterday when we were playing Neoform, and I packed it for the Galta plus Xenagos. His chat's yelling at me, just win, just win. My opponent survived at 1 life because they blocked with a cat and an Ocelot Pride. Because chat thought it was going to be 2 more damage than it was since I had Eldritch Evolution and not Neoform. Oh, Twitch chat. Oh, Twitch chat. Never change. YouTube chat's good though. You know why YouTube chat's chill? Because they go over there and like the stream. That's why. Can we not with the Kozilek's commands? Our hands coming together. Don't you worry. Oh, I know chat didn't do the math. But I'm also saying, you know what, chat? You don't get to flame me for every single misplay that happens here. Did we die? I think so. How do I beat this? It's actually not a bad way of beating this. Attack you. Flicker you. Flicker you. Okay, I got rid of the Ugin. Please clap. Oh god, it's coming back though. I hope they don't have more Kozilek's commands. No instant speed interaction, please. Or dismember. Of course, Chad didn't do the math. I think there's a reason I got a B in Calc 2 is because it had Storm Scales and Neoform math in it. The trifecta bane of Twitch chat's existence. What are you getting? Whatever it is, it can't be good. For you, Expedition map. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I thought. Oh, they didn't even cast it. No. No. No! No, they could cast it. It was just tapped him out. Fuck. Oh, it's been real chat. No. No. That's not what happened. This came back from exile because of Flickerwisp. How can I trust y'all if y'all aren't even looking at the screen? That's what I'm saying. If I send both here, I'm just dead, man. Maybe they won't have 3 colorless spells to cast. One. That match never happened. We're just gonna delete that one from the face of existence. Shivan Reef. Mox Opal. We'll count that as a spiritual W. This, however, is not looking like a spiritual W. They didn't play Emissary. They have Ravager and number 2 and Thoughtcast. Take the Thoughtcast. I've lost. Oh, Urza Saga. You're so cool. You're just a chill guy, you know that? Do I try to spike untap land? I'm gonna try to spike untap land. So if I block Memnite, I could sack 1, move it over, kill the Phelia. I just can't afford to block. Alrighty, Flickerwisp mana, come on. Why are we here? Just to suffer? So I need a Solitude. I guess I hit a Ravager. But I just want to guarantee I can pick the Solitude back up. They're just going to use 1 Ravager for the other. Just a damn shame. I could eat this Ornithopter. I don't really know what that does. I think they're playing the weapons manufacturing build. It's like the only reason to play Ravager. Modular onto the Ornithopter. Wow, good thing I Solitude him. I would not have had anything to pick up. Psych would have had another Solitude him. Okie dokie. Make construct. Makes construct. 6/6. And I just get to eat this to the Ravager. Man, I'm so dead. Try not to die to Urza Saga. Die a lot to Urza Saga. On the plus side, we have to pick up another Solitude, I think. Unless... Yeah, let's pick up another Solitude. I really want to Flickerwisp my Witch Enchanter. I don't know if that's happening. If they have a Lava Spur Boots... Do you have the boots? I think even if they don't have Lava Spur Boots, I'm still dead. Okay, they do have the boots. GG. And they sack this. I have to chump the Ravager, is that right? Sack that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to chump the Ravager. Jackie. Wait, am I just dead to this Ornithopter? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just dead. I don't even know if Teferi's good here. Probably not. Cut a Riddler too. I mean, White Orchid Phantom. Not because I think White Orchid Phantom is super good in this matchup. I just need an answer to Urza Saga. Saga's so messed up. Nope. Boggart Trawler. Only land. Nope. Okay. Surveil Land has the world on its shoulders right now. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Man, you'd have been so good here. I too drew Clarion Conqueror. Except I can't cast mine. I think I'm just gonna scoop to a Ravager. If they have a Ravager. Not beating that. Might not be able to beat this board without Ravager, to be honest. Land. I see. Well, I will take that bubble. Thank you very much. Should flicker the thought monitor. Kind of want to. Just let him pop off. We do. We do because we've given up on this game. Although, I mean, it's not impossible that we win this game because they're just kind of breaking off and dying. But I too am breaking off and dying. See if they block. I think I'm just gonna adapt one of these Emperor Bones. Well, unless they do that. Oh, nothing left my side. I could Solitude then push this. How good is that, though? Not very. Oh, we could put the Solitude under the bones next turn. If I get it next turn. The next turn hinges on them having... Wow, looks like they might have nothing. Eat the Pinnacle Emissary, eat the Solitude. I think we're supposed to 2 their blocker. Or at least try. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do have lethal. My dog. How you doing, Daniel? I was trying to put my land at the beginning of combat. I was like, huh. Why can't I play my Witch Enchanter as a land at the beginning of combat? Wow. Impressive. That's the problem with the weapons manufacturing deck. Make all these tokens, you never draw a Ravager. Those tokens sit there and they do nothing and you die. Yeah, apparently I won that game. I don't feel like I won that game. I feel like my opponent lost that game. Very different distinction, I think. Because I didn't do anything. In an effort to slow them down, I'm going to fatal push that. Magulu, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, the effort to slow them down apparently worked. Urza Saga. I'm going to wrath you away so fast. Do we think that they have Metallic Rebuke? Let's bait with Balemurk because I think they have Metallic Rebuke. Witch Enchanter's kind of nice. Take the Flickerwisp though. Hell yeah, Magulu, welcome. We're going to Surveil, even though we know this is going to the graveyard regardless. Unless they have Consign. They could have Consign. Right. Mm-hmm. Welcome to chat where we suggest lines to Dingo. Dingo misinterprets them and then loses and blames chat. Well, when chat says, hey Dingo, you should just win, and then I go for the winning line that doesn't win. You know what? You know, you're right. That is on me. That is on me. 100%. We're going to make our affinity opponent very, very sad. I need a Wrath for 1. Goodbye, board. His hand is actually pretty good. Which I feel like is something I haven't said very often in this deck. Or 2-dash. 2-dash what? 2-dash doesn't matter. 2-dash mind your own business. How about that? Round 10 of the PT, Dingo is 0-dash. No, that's not true. Because I will have dropped by the time I was 0-dash after round 4. I guess it'd be round 5. I ain't even gonna make it that far. Plains Guided Souls. Like a Fatal Push. Not gonna use it right now, I don't think. But having access to Phelia Overlord seems a lot more powerful than having to Fatal Push something. Digo Hayes comeback stories. There is no comeback story at that record. He has like come back and try again next Pro Tour. You fucking idiot. That's the comeback story. Alright, I guess I am Fatal Pushing. Come at me, cat. I'm pretty sure they have Gal. I'm just gonna take the hit. Maybe they tap out. I'd be very surprised if they tap out for anything that's not Goblin Bombardment. That's not Goblin Bombardment. Oh, they tapped out. I'm surprised. Dog. I don't understand why there's not a blue-black Surveil land in this list. I feel like it would go a long way. I whiffed. GG. Well, I guess I'm gonna let them have a flip to Johnny. Blood Moon that I can never beat. Okay. Take that one. Grab the Flickerwisp. I wonder if we're gonna plus the Johnny here. They plus it and push the Ocelot Pret. Gosh dang it. I think I... fuck. At least they don't get to bank any energy. Oh, right, that's the... I thought they were doing the 2 damage per creature, but that makes more sense. Just pop an enchantment. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Alright, we get the Warper Riddler. Yay! Maybe I want to warp both? Fatal Push. I want to warp the other. Nah. Draven Charm was such a beat of a top deck. It's either that or any red permanent that they would have found would have been a beat. Boros could never be AI slot pile. I don't like these AI slot piles. Sometimes they look so impressive, and then sometimes you just miss off of your Overlord, and you're like, okay, I died. What if I 0? Okay, they are going to plus now. I Fatal Push this, let them flip that. I don't even know if they would flip this. But I do think I need to get some pressure off of me. I'm a victim of agony right now. That was probably the worst draw possible. Not to be dramatic or anything. Draw card. Okay. So what do we have to sideboard in? Blood Moon. I'll remember this evil guy 13. I'll never forget the time you had 2 Blood Moons. I want Clarion Conqueror. Gotta be no, right? Okie dokie. Probably want to cast the one from your hand for the extra draw. Yeah, probably. What if I warp the one from my hand? Would I have drawn anything helpful? Probably not. I think it was kind of doomed as soon as they played Blood Moon. I see the 100 emojis over there on YouTube. Keep it 100. MTG bus having issues connecting to Magic or to MTGO. Damn. Alright, if this hand loses, pack it in, pack it up. We're gonna go fill out the McDonald's application. To use as a reference, excellent. Probably gonna need that. I need good people in high places to get into McDonald's. Can you stop? Best not pass with just that treasure and removal. Passes with treasure and removal. Such a hater. Prior work experience, neoforming Galta and losing. That was at least 1 point of emotional damage. Warp. Wait, this happens? Wow, I didn't think I was gonna get this far. That can't be right. I have to be getting Blood Moon at least. I'm not even getting Blood Moon? None of this makes sense. Check script. Something went wrong here. Ooh, the Bone Zone. Yeah, I think we stopped caring about Blood Moon as soon as we drew Witch Enchanter. Either way, Bone Zone hopefully eats Flage. All's well that ends well. I don't know if you heard that pop chat, but that was my jaw. What the hell? Am I dying? Oh no. Those Flajos. Now I can only take one. I can't take both. Is there a better play available to me than take a Flage? I could take a Phelia. That probably doesn't do a lot. I think the good news is that this Flage is not very strong. Should have let him cast the first one and then Empered. Oh no, I am bad. Tingo at the register. Yeah, we used to call it the Bone Zone. You should have been there. It was a great time. Yeah, just making it bigger is like pretty good here. Nom. At the McDonald's register. Should have been there. It was crazy when my opponent cast the second Blood Moon. Sir, I just want to make double. But do you want to hear about the time that my chat baited me into? Okay, that's fine. My chat baited me into missing lethal and then dying for it. No, not really, man. Just give me my hamburger. Holy lands. Yay. Is it always this miserable for the Boros player versus Esper mid-range? Not if they have a Johnny Goblin Bombardment. If they have the two best cards in their deck simultaneously on the side of the battlefield, it's very, very rough for the Esper deck to do anything. Is it a keeper? I think it's a keeper. Then they walk away mid-story. You feel sad, but then they turn around and come back. You're excited to finish your double Blood Moon story, and then they go, dude, I said no pickles, man. But they just want to hear about the time that I beat Meat at the RCQ. I'm calling the police. I think I'm just gonna Fatal Push this. Well, I could Solitude Ephemerate. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever, man. Oh ho ho. Agony. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, quite. Is it unhinged to get a second planes here? Plays around Blood Moon the best. It's probably unhinged. Can't get either of those if I want a Solitude Ephemerate, which I kind of do. I think this Solitude Ephemerate is pretty appealing. And they would activate Aftermath Analyst and loop their lands from their graveyard and make infinite copies of the 6/6 called Primeval Titan. Now let me show you this copy pasta that I pulled up. Oh, the Tood. The Toodster. My Tood, bro. And then get this. There was a card named Phelia. And every time I cast it, I would say, the dog. And then there was this other card called Psychic Frog. Every time my opponent cast it, I would say, the frog. And it was a great time. I love this hypothetical me working at McDonald's timeline. Telling all of my coworkers about Halo Tractor. When I was a younger man, they called me the dingo. Gosh dang it, man. Why have you forsaken me? Honestly, this is partially my own fault, because if I let on planes on turn 1, this wouldn't have been an issue, because I could have gotten just Watery Grave on turn 2. This is literal pilot issue again. Should get a better streamer chat. This one kind of sucks. What is this prediction from? It's from the last match? Oh yeah, the answer was no. Does Walmart do returns on streamers? Probably. Technically, I'm from Amazon in some weird roundabout way because Twitch is affiliated through Amazon, so you'll probably return me through Amazon. But only if you have that Twitch Prime chat. Check right now. Do you have a free sub to give to your favorite streamer that doesn't have to be me, but you should do it anyways to deny Jeffrey Bezos money? Check your Twitch Prime now. Lage. Should I keep the dog or the Flickerwisp? What should I keep? The dog? The dog. I'll flash it in, deny them life. Wait a minute. This is genius. I legend rule the dog. They get 0 life points. Oh, and they had an Ocelot Pride. Oh, they still got life. Never mind. I was about to pop off for a second. She. Oh, I don't know which one I want here. Probably the Overlord. Riddler. I think I can cast Riddler if I ever draw another land, so. Bone Zone. Honestly, I don't think there's a right answer between. I don't think there's a wrong answer between Overlord and Riddler there. Like, both of them probably get the job done anyways. Well, that's not really the land I wanted to draw. Bones. I just grab a Solitude. Yeah, sandbag that for Blood Moon. Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. Return to me, Solitude. Yum. Nice. It's pretty good on the empty board. 4, 8, 13, 16. A day in the life of Solitude. Ooh. Daniel Stallone. His hand's not very good, but we're going to keep it anyways. I don't know what you're talking about. We've only played 3 matches so far, and we're undefeated. If the PT were tomorrow, what deck would you bring? I'd probably have to go out on a limb and bring the only deck that I've trophied with in the past few days. That's right. Blue-black mill, baby. I need to watch this movie trailer from the bounty board. But then after that, you can have your burger. These Riddlers are going to be so good later. Inconspicuously passing with Phelia. Oh my god, it's not Phelia. It's mono white land destruction. End my career right now. Somebody, please. I don't want to play against this deck. I'm gonna get my Teferi emergency ejected or reprieved or something. 3-2 it is. I'm actually gonna minus it because I don't want to get ejected. Cool. Cast that one though. This deck is made for masochists. Told you he was gonna get ejected. Poor guy never stood a chance. I think I am actually gonna crack this lander token. Flicker their land. Not before I crack my lander token. Oh, I think it is a bad matchup because I'm gonna like mill myself out before I can do anything. It's kind of close. I think I take the Emperor Bones. I don't know if there's anything more tilting than TZ just typing so and then just leaving it at that. Strange line into so and then nothing else. What do we do, Twitch chat? Have you considered what if Goryo's were preordained? Hear me out. I know this card Goryo's. The entire deck is built around it, but so cringe, man. Three of a kind Riddler. And I can't cast my Riddler anymore. You know what? I kind of want to Ephemerate this Flickerwisp. And then target this. What's the worst that could happen? I lose my Flickerwisp and my land. Shh. Bro, that clip's a good one. Big fan of that clip. Karn. Plus is Karn. I don't think I want to rebound this on anything. Marsh Flats. Can't kill the Karn. I could Emperor Bones grab Aven Interrupter though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could do both, right? Die. Die in quotes, I guess. I don't think I should play this Overlord. Yeah, it's a good ass clip. Spike, do you smoke? Only while I'm banging your mom. Crucible of Worlds. I think I'm supposed to Aven Interrupter this. Come on, man. My Emperor Bones. Goodbye, blue source. Goodbye, other blue source. They have a Sundering Titan in their sideboard. I do have a bridge. I feel like I'm gonna deck out, chat. I just have to take out the bridge. I think I'm gonna deck out. I was thinking about taking the Teferi also so I could kill the Karn right now, but I don't think the Karn's a big threat until they can minus it again. One, two, three, 4, 5. They can Wrath for 5. Uh-oh. Surely they don't Wrath for 5, right? Just Wrath of the Skies. As far as I know. You love Advent Rising. Never heard of it. I like the song, though. I don't like getting Wrath for 5. So I can't kill this card again. Ah, this deck's so tilting, man. So you left home without your Eldrazi Titan, have you? Yep, chat, we're decking out. Dan! Thank you for the follow. Tormod's Crypt. Are they gonna Tormod's Crypt themselves and then cast another card and then get an Ensnaring Bridge? Holy shit. This is so lame. They're gonna pop my Witch Enchanter so I can't even draw Flickerwisp either. Oh, they're not even doing it. Okay, what do I have left? I have 2 Witch Enchanters. Put up the PNG. Alright. I have 2 Witch Enchanters and 2 Witch Enchanters. I guess I also have 2 Emperor Bones. As support, we're gonna get something to Fatal Push. I feel it. Ta-da! I'm gonna kill my other blue source. I don't know if that's the Psychic Frog. That's more like the LSD Frog. Yep. Kiss Crucible of Worlds. Yep. I wish they would lattice lock me so that way this game would end. How about this frog? Alright, I like that frog. Dog. They're doing a great job of boring me to death. No Camj. There is a Camj, but it's a relevant PNG on the screen because I'm playing as mono white land destruction. You want to see what's under the cam? It's depression. Blast Zone X5. This is good content. It is content. I don't know about good content, but it is content. Go get him, dog. Exciting stuff. Okay. Clarion Conqueror, probably fine. I don't even think I'm going to board out cards except for Fatal Push. I think being above 60 might be fine in this matchup. I'm going to take some consigns for Karn. I don't even want the White Orchid Phantom. Riveting. Yeah, let's just be at 62. I'm like so afraid of decking out in this matchup. Oh yeah, I should have taken the ending, you're right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. That's true, they will just get it back with another card. Consign might be a little bit better. Go. We lost. We lost horribly. He kept his hand at, realistically, I'm probably keeping an H7 against this freaking deck. Goodbye, dog. More like discontent. Unbelievably discontent. Return to me, dog. This time a little bit faster and a little bit stronger. And a little bit more likely to go to exile. Don't get pat, buddy. Don't get pat. Live. Survive. I didn't think I'd get this far. No. I think I should hold this. I kind of want to play it so I can play Phelia, but I feel like I might need it. Then again, I'm out of basics. Always shuffle. It's the law. My bad. I wasn't familiar with your with the game that you had presented. Time for Ghost Core to be strip mine. There you go. Just for you, Zeddy. I shuffle. Hit the Cupid shuffle. Until it does something more legendary than Died in Nux. You did have like 3,000 impressions on that clip or something like that. 2,129. It's a lot of impressions. It's a good harvest on that one. Ejects my dog. Yeah, way more on YouTube. It also got like 30K on Twitter as well. Bro, why do they hate my dog so much? Perfect. We did it. We drew the blue source. High five, Twitch chat. Wapow. Suck it, Karn. Suck it. That's true. I didn't replicate it enough. I'm behind on clock, though. This deck is just the absolute worst. Just the absolute worst thing in the world to play against, I swear. Got a German ad. Scheisse. Because I'm starting to appeal to a wider audience, I think. Three, 4, 5, 6. Well, we ball. Actually, maybe I should get Phelia here. Phelia Blink the Emperor bonus doesn't do a lot, though. I think I'm supposed to consign this. 2 threats. Versus 1 removal spell. Wait, is that removal spell Wrath Disguise? I forgot what I left him with. Did I leave him with Wrath Disguise? Uh-oh. I left him with Wrath? Oh, no. I got you. Gotta shuffle. For good for good vibes, I guess. I don't think I eat a land here. I think we can just chill. Then flash in a Solitude and attack him for 7. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see what they do. Yeah. We win. Yay. I can't wait to play game 3. I'm so excited to play game 3 of this match. I'm practically at the edge of my seat with excitement. Sure. We're just really excited for game 3. Look at how excited Sephiroth is. Can't wait for game 3. Borderlands 4's performance was so bad that you bought a new graphics card. Feel that. Alright, well, there goes one of my blue sources. I didn't drop any frames today. Woo! Goodbye, dog. Yes. The Legacy 2.5K. You think this time we don't shuffle? I'm inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree. We know what's on top, and we really want it. This is fine. Spoilers, it's a blue source. Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Mine didn't last for very long. I'm crashing out. Same. See you in the crash out zone. Wow. I hate both of these. I was gonna Flickerwisp this and kill this. But now I'm wondering if I just pass with Consign Memory. Ah. Ghost Quarter. Grand. Yes, respect the cat, Esper. I'm glad. Okay. Hold up. We might be thriving. I'm already down to 4. Very comfortable life total to be at. We shock at our land. Because I wanted a Solitude if they didn't hit land drop, but well, that didn't happen. Oh, this is our comeback arc, chat. Hiya! Oh, I should have cast the Bone Zone first. Oh well. Post-combat Bone Zone of Shame. Pass. How much would it cost to get a stream setup from scratch? Technically nothing. How the fuck does this card work with this card? Actually be 0, right? I hope this works. You don't need like a super good computer to stream. Just kind of need a computer. Like, my setup is way over the top for what I need to stream. My lander. Yeah, it's not to say there won't be Scuff Magic streams. But you're watching a Scuff Magic stream right now! So, what do you expect? I fucked up. I should have cast Flickerwisp. I botched it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't botch it. I'm a genius. That was probably better, right? Alright, I'm outie. Fuck that noise. Was not worth the 4-1. Man, I hate that deck so much. Congratulations, believers. What's today? Thursday? Alrighty, chat. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope y'all have a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world, and I gotta go do chess.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.